Malcolm Forbes, founder of Forbes magazine, once said, "When what we are is what we want to be, that's happiness." Welcome to McBain Moments. Alright guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the manor. Make sure you take a moment and subscribe down below. We are on the road to 13 million subscribers, one subscription at a time, so make sure you subscribe. Also, please consider going to patreon.com/JulianMcBain. If you want to support my work, you will get a copy of Personal Finance for Gamers for your contribution. Thank you. So, this profound statement by Malcolm Forbes, when what we are is what we want to be, that's happiness, really kind of encapsulates everything I've said in these McBain moments for the last 140 videos. This is video 140, guys. So, you've got to have a purpose in life, right? This is something that I've been harping on. I've gotten a bunch of sources on it, and I've provided them. And I'm not going to reiterate that too deeply in this particular video. But it all comes down to this. They say that, in America in particular, we have the right to pursue happiness. It's life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness. And this is often mistaken for the right to happiness. Now, it's not the right to happiness, it's the right to pursue that happiness. And you pursue happiness by finding purpose. When you find that purpose, when you figure out what you want to be, you chase after it. You find happiness when you accomplish that goal. And oftentimes that means once you get to that point, you're finding another goal to chase, because that's the way we are. That's human nature. We got to find a purpose. And when we achieve a purpose, we realize that, okay, we've achieved that purpose. We got to find another purpose. So happiness itself is fleeting, but there are some things that require maintenance. And when you find that niche, when you find that place in society, when you find that place in your life where you are providing the service, you're solving the problems that you really want to solve for people, because that's really what life is all about, is finding a problem to solve and being the solution, being the source of the solution to that problem, so that other people can find other problems to solve. Then you will find happiness because you have a purpose, you have a reason for getting up in the morning, you have a reason to go to work and do the things that you do. That's the real meaning behind life. And it's not intuitive. Most people think, well, the meaning of life should be able to just sit back and relax and enjoy a Mai Tai on the beach. But I know plenty of people who set themselves up like that, and they got bored, and so they went back to work. I actually have a cousin who, he and his wife, they set themselves up. They took half a year off in Florida and did nothing, and they were bored to tears. By the end of it, they came back up north and they started working again. Now, they knew that for them, it wasn't going to be perpetual anyway, because they weren't in that position, but they were still able to being able to take 6 months off is a pretty damn good position to be in, even if it's only a one-time thing. It's like a mini retirement, which there's a lot of wisdom behind. But the fact is that you got to have a purpose in life. You got to have something to strive for, or else you're never going to feel fulfilled in your life. And when you have that purpose, when you find it, when you are achieving what it is you set out to achieve, when you are the person you really want to be, that's the only time you will find happiness. Now, part of the problem for a lot of us is we don't know what we want to be. We have no idea what our goals are. Now, I've taken time. I've laid out what I'm looking for in life. I'm still a long way away from it. I'm okay with that. It's something to work toward. I'm hoping that if you're watching this channel, you've been following me for a while, that you have your goals set down, you figured out what you want to be in life, who you want to be, and you're working your way toward that goal. And if you haven't, for God's sake, sit down, pull out a notebook, and write this shit down. Come on, man. But the point is, you're not going to be happy if you don't figure out what it is you want to be and then go out there and work toward accomplishing it. The majority of humanity is not happy. They think they are, but they're not. They are comfortable. Comfort isn't happiness. And believe it or not, more people are comfortable in their misery than willing to expose themselves to discomfort to find true happiness. Think about that for a minute. Think about that and roll it around in your head. More people are too comfortable in their misery to go out and find true happiness. And they fill their lives with garbage. They fill it with television. They fill it with soap opera dramas at work. They fill it with politics. They fill it with just the news cycle. They fill it with garbage because it makes them feel like they're doing something important or they're paying attention. And paying attention is important, but you can't fill that gap of happiness in your life with garbage and think you're going to get anywhere. You are becoming comfortable in your misery. So instead of being comfortable in your misery, go expose yourself to some discomfort and go find the place that you really should be in this life. Because that's the only way you're ever going to get anywhere, is to become uncomfortable, to go look for that happiness by becoming what it is you really want to be. And if you don't know what that is, then you need to sit down and think about it. Like, really think. Because let me tell you, being comfortable in misery isn't comfortable forever. Someday you're going to look in the mirror, your head's going to be covered in gray, and you're going to go, fuck, what did I do with my life? So, what are you waiting for? This has been a McBain moment.